Siwe from the Tennis Pulse, the heartbeat of tennis. We are here at Roland Garros 2025, and I am here with Van King. Can you please tell the tennis pulsers who your son is?
My son is Evan King, and Evan and Christian have known each other from about 10 years old.
Incredible.
So, wonderful families.
And tell us about your son and what he just accomplished here at Roland Garros.
Evan just got to the finals of the mixed doubles with Taylor Townsend. Then he just got to the semifinals here in the men's doubles. So those are two wonderful accomplishments.
Can you tell me how you discovered tennis?
In New York. We played out in Queens, and then we played in Harlem, we played in Brooklyn. I shot TV commercials, so we'd go to California and do it. I had a Chris Craft boat account, so we'd go to Fort Lauderdale, play. You could learn to slide, all that good stuff, and all the different details. I've been in Chicago for years, and Chicago grinds. They hit a good ball, and we're indoors, so you play all year round. So there's wonderful knowledge.
Yeah, you're indoors.
Yeah, wonderful knowledge.
And how did you get your son into tennis?
When he could walk. Yeah. No, you let your kids entitlement. You don't let them, when they start walking, they like dragging stuff. You let them drag a little racket, and then we'd be playing, and he'd come out, my turn. And so then he was a little lefty. He'd take a pacifier, turn it this way, and with his left hand. We'd turn it, he'd turn it, and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was hitting balls over the net at 2. And then, played for Michigan. One state, he was at every level, he was number 1 in the country, in USTA. He won the Easter Bowl in the 14s and 18s.
Unbelievable.
And then he went to the University of Michigan, go blue, go blue. His bedtime song was Hail to the Victor's Valiant.
No, really?
Oh, yes. And I tell my little 4-year-olds that I teach now, you got to pick a college. I say, I'm totally biased. Ask the parents, what college do you like? If you like Harvard, Yale, Stanford, Michigan, Northwestern, get them a little Northwestern shirt, get them a Michigan shirt. People will start telling your kids how smart they are. And they learn stuff about stuff, yeah. So it's fun to see the kids grow up, and we've known Christian forever. Wonderful, wonderful family,
What do you love about tennis? What is it about the sport?
The geometry, figuring stuff out, the shot making. You don't get bored because there are 50,000 different shots you can hit. And what's your favorite shot?
Well, I was a serve and volleyer, so I'm at the net. I'm a volleyer. Yeah, I was a doubles player.
Ask me my favorite shot.
What's your favorite shot?
The shot that wins the point.
Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I love that.
Appreciate every part of tennis, every surface, everything. Yeah.
And
it works.
As a coach, what would you give as advice to young kids coming up right now?
Play with the soft balls. The little soft balls make the kids mean because you can crush them. So they're not just hitting the balls. A lot of these guys out here have grown up with that. You're crushing the ball. You're driving through the court. You're doing wonderful things. Get them to hit 10, 12 balls in a row. Then get them to only win the point in 2 points. So you appreciate everything.
Yeah.
And get them to have friends. Because the friends on the court make everything manageable, And get them to, be good students. Evan went to Michigan, go blue. Now you have to study to go to Michigan.
Yes, you have to study. To stay
you
and
have
to
to
stay.
be one, yes.
And to stay in Michigan, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, so be smart.
Do you have any advice for tennis parents out there?
Be nice, be positive no matter what. Because, the kids are trying hard, and there's always going to be stuff. Ask your kids more than you tell them. Parents, we always want to help. Sometimes, just ask them what happened or don't talk about anything. And then a little later, we like to solve stuff right away. Sometimes you need room, And then have the kids play left-handed, if they're right-handed, against their kid. You'll find your kid can play. Then you'll say, can you slow it down a little bit? To your kids. And just love the game, That's what's fun.
Is there anything that you've learned as being a tennis parent from the sport, from watching your child all the time, win, loss? What have you learned from this experience?
Patience, and it's a long journey. There are many chapters.
Yeah.
And then sometimes your losses help you learn more.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't learn a lot by winning. Sometimes I know it sounds odd, but you learn by failing, and then you roll up your sleeves and work a little harder.
Yeah.
You do this, you learn a little bit more. There's so much knowledge. There's so many good people around it. You do it that way versus the world doesn't like you, and then no. There's things that you can do. There are things you can achieve. And if you want them for the long haul, be nice. Be nice.
Be nice.
Because the kids, they battle somebody, all of a sudden their friends running around in the young tournaments. The old tournaments too. There's something about respect for the game, respect for working hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think tennis for us, we always say tennis it's a life lesson too.
Oh, absolutely.
It just teaches you actually to be better in life and to keep bouncing back. My dad always says, bounce back like a tennis ball. Bounce back like a tennis ball.
Listen to your dad.
Yes.
There you go.
Earl's Pearls. His name is Coach Earl.
Oh,
Earl's
yeah.
Pearls.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. In Atlanta, the Jenkins family, wonderful. Donald Young.
Yeah,
wonderful.
the Wilkinson family
the
also
Wilkinson
started.
family.
Yeah.
There's so many wonderful families. The Harrison family. It's good stuff.
Yes.
So you really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Okay.
much,
Oh, thank
Mr.
you,
King.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye
We're
now.
so privileged.
Oh,
Bye.
thank you.